Joanne Chesimard, better known as Assata Shakur, died in Cuba on September 27, 2025, closing a decades-long saga that haunted New Jersey. Her legacy is inseparable from the 1973 New Jersey Turnpike shootout where State Trooper Werner Forster was killed and Chesimard was convicted of murder. After her 1977 conviction, Chesimard escaped prison in 1979, vanishing before resurfacing in Cuba, where she lived under asylum for over 40 years. Despite a $2 million reward, she remained out of reach, a symbol of both defiance and unresolved justice. Her death brings no closure, only the end of a manhunt that left scars on law enforcement and Forster's family. For many, Chesimard's story is a reminder of justice denied and a painful chapter in New Jersey's history. The Turnpike shooting and her escape became infamous, fueling debates about crime, punishment, and political ideology. Even in death, Chesimard's name stirs controversy, her actions and legacy dividing Americans decades after the gunfire faded. The question remains, can a state ever truly move on when justice is never fully served? For New Jersey, the answer is still uncertain. News of Chesimard's death united New Jersey's political leaders in rare bipartisan outrage. Governor Phil Murphy called her passing a sad reminder that she never faced full justice, vowing to honor Trooper Forster's memory and oppose any return of Chesimard's remains. Republican Jack Ciattarelli echoed the sentiment, emphasizing the enduring pain for Forster's family and law enforcement. Congressional voices like Democrat Josh Gottheimer and Republican Tom Keene focused on honoring Forster's sacrifice and the lasting wound Chesimard's actions left on the state. Their unified response underscored a shared belief: the gravity of Chesimard's crime transcends politics. In New Jersey, the memory of Trooper Forster remains a rallying point for justice and respect for law enforcement. The message was clear: her death changes nothing about the tragedy she caused. Amid the chorus of condemnation, Democratic gubernatorial candidate Mikie Sherrill's silence stood out. While leaders from both parties spoke out, Sherrill offered no comment, a move seen as politically risky in law enforcement circles. Her silence may be a calculated effort to avoid alienating progressives who view Assata Shakur as a symbol of resistance. But in a state that values law enforcement, not taking a stand risks alienating moderates and giving ammunition to her opponents. Republicans quickly seized on her non-response, framing it as weakness or tacit approval of radical views. In a heated election, neutrality on such a charged issue is itself a statement, one that could define Sherrill's campaign. The political cost of saying nothing may soon outweigh the risks of taking a side. While New Jersey leaders condemned Chesimard, the Chicago Teachers Union sparked outrage by celebrating her as a revolutionary on social media. Their tribute ignited fierce backlash, especially from New Jersey officials who saw it as glorifying a convicted cop killer. Governor Murphy called the post shameful and depraved, highlighting the deep divide between mainstream Democrats and more radical voices. Republicans pointed to the CTU's statement as proof of a growing anti-police ideology on the left. The controversy exposed how figures like Chesimard remain flashpoints in America's culture wars. For some, she's a symbol of resistance. For others, an unrepentant murderer. The CTU's stance showed just how far apart these perspectives remain. The fallout extended far beyond state lines, fueling national debates over crime, justice, and political identity. Chesimard's death has become a defining moment in New Jersey politics, sharpening divides as the gubernatorial race heats up. Most leaders united in condemnation, reinforcing a pro-law enforcement message and honoring Trooper Forster. Mikie Sherrill's silence, intended to avoid controversy, has instead become a vulnerability, allowing opponents to question her judgment and values. The Chicago Teachers Union's controversial post gave Republicans a tangible example of the ideology they claim Sherrill is courting. The issue has grown beyond New Jersey, linking local politics to national debates over crime and justice. For candidates, this is now a test of values and political courage. The echoes of the 1973 Turnpike shooting still shape the state's political landscape. In New Jersey, the debate over justice, memory, and leadership is far from over.